Rise and shine, morning may and fine. We got a motto, and I'm a man into bringing you the latest. There's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over one regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to September 24th. It is an A-Day. It is colder than I expected it to be this morning. I know it said it was 53, and it's usually not that cold, especially in the Northeast. If this was winter, you'd be like, wow, a wonderful day. But this morning seemed a little brisk, and I think it's only getting up into the 60s today. And it's starting to feel like bonfire weather. Some nice
I love this
outdoor
weather.
weathers. It'd be nice this weekend. Get the fire pit out. It's going to be good. The media center is closed this morning, block 1A. So don't forget that there's going to be a meeting in there. So if you have to get a Chromebook, I believe you can still go in there, but otherwise it is closed for pedestrian traffic. Art Club has their meeting today, Tuesday. They do Mondays and Tuesdays. You'll be in there until 3 o'clock to explore your imagination and unleash your creativity. Join them down in the Fine Arts Wing. Today is Woodland Worldwide Meeting. Wow, I tripped right over that one. In room 203. So don't forget you have Woodland Worldwide Meeting after school today in room 203. I believe it's the first one of the year. College visits are off today. There'll be another one. And there are more next week as well. We have Wentworth, Iona, Eastern State here for Connecticut, and the University of New England up in Maine. So more and more colleges each week. And don't forget your auditions for Whole Latte Love start today. If you're looking for some information, take a look at that out on Schoology, and they should have the update on what you need there. You do not need to get a monologue or anything prepared. You will be all set there. If you go and take a look at the books of the week in the Media Center, the two books they have for this week are Mascot, which Miss Alexander talked about yesterday, and Two Tribes. Go take a look at those two books on the Media Center shelf as soon as you come in as books of the week. Today's Clash of the Classes are going to include the advisories for Dean, Stevens, DeGennaro, and Lawson. We'll see how many show up when we get back to that point. The Media Center poll is pumpkin spiced or no pumpkin spiced? Pumpkin spiced or no pumpkin spice? We'll see how that goes. Interesting to see how that will wrap up. And I had to update the fantasy football, but there's 2 Monday night games last night, so I had to watch those all the way to the end because
Bills were hot.
Bills were redonkulous. They were just like, yeah, there was no stopping them. That was a game. That was a game, as we say. I don't know who they is, but we say it. Summer book talks are this Wednesday. That's tomorrow. So don't forget, if you've read a summer reading book, you're going to have your book talk. And there's nothing better than getting together and talking about one of your favorite books or a book that you've read and see how other people responded to it as well. And that's going to be in the Media Center tomorrow during advisory. And if you're looking to join Best Buddies, the first meeting was yesterday. Their first meeting is going to be next Monday, not yesterday, September 30th in room 117. So if you're looking for that, room 117 next Monday. And don't forget to listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or thereabouts. You want to go over that?
Sure.
All right.
So today at Woodland, we have our practice evacuation, and that'll start at 9:55. So students will follow their classroom teacher out up to the football field. If the football field is closed, then it's a designated spot, but I believe the field will be open. Seniors will sit with their advisory in the visiting bleachers, which is on the right-hand side.
They've been doing that since freshmen, so they should remember where they're going.
Find your advisor. Juniors will be in the end zone closest to the concession stand. So as soon as you walk in, that's where you stop. Juniors. The far end zone is for sophomores. You got a long walk. And the freshmen go to the home team bleachers on the left-hand side. Again, sit with your advisor. Advisor takes attendance. No phones. Keep those phones
No
in the
phones.
classroom.
They will not be taking phones with them. They should be in their pockets and walking up there, and we're testing that out as well.
So walk, take your time.
Where are the phones supposed to be?
Wherever they left
pockets.
them. I thought they were just leaving them in the
Classroom pockets.
classroom pockets, not their pockets.
Not their pockets, because we will pickpocket them.
Yeah. On this day in
Good one.
history, or for September 24th, 1789, the United States Judiciary Act was passed by Congress, establishing the federal judiciary system. Didn't know that date at all. The act was created for the structure of the Supreme Court, consisting of 1 Chief Justice and 5 Associate Justices, and also established district courts and circuit courts. Today's birthday, Ben Platt was born on September 24th, 1993, and is a singer and actor best known for his roles as Evan Hansen in the Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen, and also in the fine cinematic piece Pitch Perfect.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
true classic.
And today's birthday, Leah Belesny. It's 2010. What was
14.
14?
They're 14.
They're 14? 14. And an International Day is World Maritime Day, observed on September 24th. This day, established by the International Maritime Organization, highlights the importance of shipping safety, maritime security, and the marine environment. And that is September 24th. Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning, couple top stories start day. First off, Israeli strikes Monday in Lebanon killed more than 490 people, including more than 90 women and children. Lebanese authorities said in the deadliest barrage since the 2006 Israel-Hezbollah war, the Israeli military warned residents in southern eastern Lebanon to evacuate ahead of its widening air campaign against Hezbollah. The U.S. is sending a small number of additional troops to the Middle East in response to a sharp spike in violence between Israel and Hezbollah force in Lebanon that has raised the risk of a greater regional war, the Pentagon says. On Monday, the aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman, 2 naval destroyers, and a cruiser set sail from Norfolk, Virginia, head to the 6th Fleet area in Europe on regularly scheduled deployment. Boeing said Monday, remember this story?
I do
We're back
remember
to
this story. I actually read a little bit more about it after you brought it up.
Boeing said Monday it made a best and final offer to striking machinists that included bigger raise and larger bonuses, but the workers' union said the proposal isn't good enough, and there won't be a ratification vote before Boeing's deadline at the end of the week.
They wanted a 40%.
They're
They
getting
came
third-
back at 25, then they go up to
Now they're up to
30%. So it's moving in that direction.
The union complained that Boeing publicized its latest offer to 33,000 striking workers without first bargaining with the union negotiators. Quote, Boeing does not get to decide when or if you vote, close quote. Leaders of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, District 751, told members Monday night. The company has refused to meet with us and their discussions. Therefore, we will not be voting on Friday, as Boeing insists. Close quote.
All right.
World leaders will open their annual meeting at the UN General Assembly Tuesday under the shadow of increasing global divisions, major wars in Gaza, Ukraine, and Sudan, and the threat of an even larger conflict in the wider Middle East. Secretary General Antonio Guterres previewed his opening State of the World speech to presidents, prime ministers, monarchs, and ministers at Sunday's Summit of the Future, saying our world is headed off the rails and we need to make some tough decisions to get back on track.
Have we ever been on the rails? It seems like every time we have a meeting, people are like, we're off the rails. Ah!
When are we ever on the rails?
Yeah.
The
Seems like that
rails-
meme with Elmo on fire. Ah!
The rails
Sorry.
are more a metaphorical concept that we've never quite achieved.
Gotcha.
That story derailed.
There we go.
Oh, boy.
California's Attorney General is suing ExxonMobil, alleging the oil giant engaged in a decades-long campaign of deception about the effectiveness of plastic recycling. This is a huge story going crazy
Oh.
right now.
Yeah. It's
Um,
off the rails, as you'd say.
You know what? They were never on the rails with recycling. In
No.
the civil lawsuit filed on Monday, Attorney General Rob Bonta accused Exxon of contributing to a deluge of plastic pollution while telling Californians that recycling was a fix. For decades, ExxonMobil has been deceiving the public to convince us that plastic recycling could solve the plastic waste and pollution crisis when they clearly knew this wasn't possible, Bonta said in the lawsuit. In a statement, Exxon blamed California for an effective recycling program. I mean, this is a crazy story. You have emails going back and forth between executives. You have pressure campaigns that the triangle arrow chasing itself thing, they knew it wasn't a thing, but they made all the states put it on there.
There's a Netflix special that you can watch about this. It came out about 4 or 5 years ago. It is incredibly enlightening.
It is
If like 50% of it's true, it's
terrifying.
off the rails. It's off the rails, Chris.
Here's the feel good story.
Okay,
the
here we go.
hand-carved
dome-
Let's wrap up with a feel-good story.
The hand carved
Recycling works. All right.
Brick
sorry.
laid arches had almost all been put back together when an earthquake shook Morocco so violently that they caved in on themselves and crashed the earth. After nearly 900 years, the Great Mosque of Timmo laid pieces, its minarets toppled, its prayer hall full of rubble. It gets better. It gets better.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say,
Oh,
this is a feel-good
villagers-
yeah.
story.
Oh, I feel happy.
Villagers carried have begun to rebuild it, and it looks like brick by brick, piece by piece, this 900-year-old Great Mosque will be put back together. It will be completed the next year. The UNESCO had declared that this site was lost, that there was no hope of this ever being put back together, but the community's coming together, the state's coming back together, and this important historic landmark is going to be restored.
And that's your news with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mom Manning.
Here's a shot of the buzzer. Strike three call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. Girls soccer fell to Pomperog yesterday, 3-0.
Ooh.
Boys soccer edged past Kennedy, 1-0.
All right.
Today we have boys and girls cross country versus Derby, Seymour, Torrington, away and Derby, and that is 3:45. And girls volleyball versus Crosby, away at 6 p.m.
Yes, it is.
Good luck, all athletes.
All right. And that's the sports with Mama Manning. Today is Tuesday, and that means it is Clash of the Classes.
Clash of the classes. Trivia. It's clash of the classes. Woo! Hey, trivia.
I turn it now over to Mr. Decker.
Thank you, Mr. Amato. We look like we have some eager contestants here today. We're going to take our time. We're going to introduce ourselves. Tell
Yep.
us what grade we are representing today.
I'm Ernest. I'm a senior, and I represent Miss Dean's Advisory.
Oh, excellent. Very good.
I'm Isaac. I'm a junior, and I represent Miss Stevens Advisory.
All right. Miss-
We got a
have
fan.
yeah. A
We got a live
fanatic in the
studio in the
background.
audience.
Excellent. Very good. Call the AD to have that person removed.
I'm Gabriella. I'm a freshman. I'm representing Miss Lawson's advisory.
All right. Very good.
Fan in the office. There you go.
Another fan. All right. So we have 3 classes represented today. Now, Sunday was a big day on the calendar. Does anybody know what happened on Sunday?
I don't know.
All right.
I know.
Appreciate it.
Giants won, baby.
Oh, yeah. Giants won, and we officially turned to fall. So we're going to have a fall themed trivia
Ooh,
today.
all
And we
right.
get a point for that. Come on.
Oh, yeah. For knowing the Giants won, no point for that.
The MMS.
All right. Are you ready? In the fall, they have something called Oktoberfest. In what country does Oktoberfest take place?
Germany.
Germany is correct.
Juniors are on the board.
Juniors on the board. Well done. All right. When does the harvest moon occur? The harvest moon.
I don't know.
I
The only thing I could
appreciate
come
it.
up with was the
Yes.
game called Harvest Moon, but yeah.
Oh, all right. Game. No. Teachers. Not-
October.
Yes, that is
Autumn.
correct.
All right.
Autumn. Who said autumn?
All right.
We
here
got one
go.
point.
We got
Hey.
2.
Oh, we got the Giants point. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What is the name of the pigment that decreases in plants during autumn, making them lose their green color?
This is hard.
I know this.
Oh, science teachers are not going to be happy about this.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not listening.
Photosynthesis.
Chlorophyll.
That is correct.
Oh,
Excellent. Very
Juniors
good.
bringing it back up, moving it up the timeline right there. They're gonna bring this team back in.
What was the name of the president that made Thanksgiving a national holiday?
Reagan.
Oh, so close, but no.
I'm just going to throw out the window. I'm going to just say Obama. I don't know.
Oh, so close, but no.
Oh,
Give us a president's name. Any president's name.
Me. Over here.
Mr. Tomlin is not the answer.
Yeah.
No guess over here.
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was it. Yes, very good. Another
we
one for
got
the
2
teacher.
now.
woohoo.
All right. What is the name of a tree that never loses its leaves in the fall?
Evergreen.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
Evergreen.
We got to get this one.
All right. What month has election day in it?
Oh,
November.
November
There
is
we go.
correct.
Freshman on
the
board.
board. Yes, very good. Very good. In what month did Christopher Columbus land in the Americas?
That hand looks up.
Yeah. Oh, back down. Ooh.
September.
Oh no, good guess.
November.
Oh no, good guess.
October.
Ah, yeah, very
Sail the
good.
ocean blue. 14.
They did went all around
Yeah,
it.
very good.
Nice. It came
Kinda
right
like
in through the
Columbus.
center.
All right.
Kind of like Columbus. He went
Oh,
all around it.
The
Forgot.
male of this animal is called a tom. What animal? is
Turkey.
It. Oh, I didn't
Wow.
even wait.
Didn't even
He
wait
nailed
for
it.
the hand
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
He
I was
just
going to say
jumped right out there.
Tomlin.
Yeah, Tom Lynn.
Oh.
Excellent. Very good. All right. Multiple choice here. I'm going to give you 3 answers. You can tell me which one is correct. Ready? It's
Yes.
either Washington, Connecticut, or Maine. Which state produces the most apples in a year?
Maine.
Ooh, good guess, but no.
Washington.
That is correct, Washington. Very good. Very good.
False.
All right, our last one right here, another multiple choice one to end it. I'm going to give you 3 answers: Sweden, Germany, Ireland. What country did Halloween originate? Oh, right here first.
Sweden.
No,
Ireland.
that is correct.
Wow. I just on a
Excellent.
tear.
Very good.
That
Very
is the
good.
season record so far.
Season record. And that is all we have for today, Mr. Amato.
All
Who do we
right.
have as our
Nice.
The juniors with 7, the freshmen with 1. And that is
Excellent. Very
clash of the
good.
classes.
Who will be the greatest of them all? It's Clash of the Classes trivia.
All right. Thank you all for coming in. Don't forget, next week we'll have the next set of advisors coming on that test their luck and move their class towards the cup, as it were.
the cup?
The cup.
We got to come up with a name of the cup.
Clash of the Classes Cup.
Sponsored by.
Oh, we do need a sponsor.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
do need a sponsor. So thank you all for coming in early this morning. On behalf of Mr. Decker, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.